So the databases, hopefully you've seen the databases before. I know that certain teams at the middle school have used them, certain teams don't. These are really handy. Oh, I just wanted to let you know about these ebooks. I also have the actual books available for all of these. So if you want it in print, you can just fill out that little form right there. All right. The Gale databases these are provided by the state of Massachusetts for your education. And it works like this. You click on that link and it brings you up to this massive rack of different databases. And there's a bunch of stuff. These one files are pretty bland, but they've got a lot of stuff about education. Biography, if you're looking at Fidel Castro and what he meant to the 1960s, you can look him up in biography. If you are looking at diversity, if you want to find out, you're looking at Shirley Chisholm and her impact on American politics, criminal justice, communications, economics, fine arts. There's so many of these different things. And you can look at any one of these to help you with your studies. But realistically speaking, your big money is going to be here in U.S. history. If you click on U.S. history, it brings you to the database. Now, I went in here earlier because I was looking for information on the Vietnam War, and I found that, well, I found something interesting. Let's just do this. Vietnam War. All right, so I'm clicking on Vietnam War. And the way that it's laid out is thus. It gives you a little, did you notice? Shoot, I should have showed you. Vietnam War, no, not right now. If you click on that, it's bold, and that means that it's a collection. So you can find a bunch of different things in here about the Vietnam War. Now, you can also find things about Vienna, Vietnamese, whatever view is. So these things, it will find articles that have those words in them, but this means it's a collection. Super handy. All right. And it won't go away. All right. So this gives you an overview of the Vietnam War, which you can read more if you like. Oh, look at that. And it also tells you the sort of the big picture here. And once again, you get your citation. Okay, so they're calling Trabian Chicago here. You click on that, and it gives you the proper site. All right. Now, one thing that I did earlier, which, well, first of all right, so scroll down and it lays it out like this. Who won Vietnam? This is featured content, stuff that they think is important. There's 3 articles here. Then this is reference. These are like reference books like you would find on a library shelf. They only show the top 3 here, but there are 563 of them, all right? Biographies, these are specific people involved in the Cold War. They're showing you 3. There are 192. Primary sources, which we all love, 121. Then you've got, I thought there would be, oh, down here, okay. So you got some images, you got videos, you got audio. Then you've got newspaper stories. And I love these because they show, why is it still in the news? Why are we still reading about this? Magazine articles, you know what magazines are. They're sort of easier to, USA Today, pretty easy to read, get the big idea, Newsweek. Then you've got academic journals. These are a little more difficult. They're, Journal of American Ethnic History, perhaps Traces of Indiana and Midwestern History. Like these are historians basically writing for other historians, but also for information for people who are researching. Then you've got some case overviews, and these are, court cases. Then you got some websites, Kent State, another really interesting topic. And if you are doing your paper on Kent State, please come speak to me because I am a primary resource. I grew up 15 minutes from there and lived there during the Kent State shootings. Not on the campus because I was a tiny toddler, but I did live there. All right. Oh, so right, this is what I want to do. So say you want to find a book, you can click on that, and it gives you all of these different things, and it gives you the start of the article. But what I did, which I thought was interesting, okay, so I clicked on this. Cambodia was the U.S. invasion of Cambodia. Actually, I'm going to click on this, highlights and notes. Ooh, I did it. All right, so I went into that article and I highlighted something. I logged in. You can log in with your, whoops. I'm signed in with my Google, so you can sign in with Google and then it saves it. So I just want to see if I click back on this again. Okay. Oh yeah. So if I click back on here, this is the thing that I highlighted before. And if I tap that, there's my note. This is bonkers. Kissinger, that guy. All right. So you can take notes as you're reading this, which I find makes it a lot easier. I mean, I just sort of made up that note because, you know, I wanted to, I wanted to see if it worked. But you can leave your notes in here. And that way, as you're looking at stuff, you can take notes. And then it's, you know, just one step closer to having your paper done. All right, so those are the databases, which I love.